titled My Journaling Journey.
All right. Thank you, sir. How many people here have written in a journal? Over 6 months ago, someone suggested that I start writing in a journal. They said it's a great way to monitor your thoughts and feelings as well as document your life. To me, this sounded like a great life tool. And I want to share this idea with you all tonight because it might be of use to you as well. Prior to this discussion 6 months ago, I didn't know much about journaling. I'd known some people in the past that had journaled. Anne Frank, who wrote the famous diary about her trials and tribulations with the Nazis. Ronald Reagan. He spent most of his presidency, he wrote in a journal during that time, in that presidency. In the 7th grade, Mrs. Sanchez, my 8th grade teacher, had us write in a spiral notebook for 5 minutes at the beginning of each class. It was very relaxing. But prior to this, like I said, I hadn't had much knowledge with journaling. And honestly, the thought of writing in a journal seemed intimidating to me. Putting pen to paper concerning my thoughts was a little scary. What was I going to find out about myself? And did I want to find out? I eventually just took the plunge and started writing. When you look at journaling, getting started is very inexpensive. It's very easy. A composition notebook and a pen. Less than $1. The real time that you may spend on this could be the essential cost, finding the time to write. To help journaling be a possible thing in my life, I followed a few steps to make sure that it would happen. One thing I did is I kept this journal private. P-R-I-V-A-T-E. When you write in a journal, you want to keep the thoughts and the feelings flowing. You don't want to have to censor yourself when you're writing in one of these. Because at that point, you may be stopping something that could be important, something that you may need to address in your life. The other thing I try to do is I try to write every night. As you can see, I'm about halfway through this journal, and I try to use as much of the page as possible. If I stop, I continue on the next line. I may write a few paragraphs, a few sentences, or I may write many pages. It's all based on how I'm feeling for the day. The other thing is concerning censoring, grammar, spelling. Who cares? One, it stops that flow of writing, and two, I'm the only one that is reading this book or even writing it. I shouldn't care about grammar. Those are just a few tips that can help you journal and have helped me during my journaling journey. The thing with this journal is it has helped me address things in my life. I am a constant worrier. You give me the opportunity to worry about something, that worry monster is right behind me and I'm looking over my shoulder. By writing in this journal, I would write about my thoughts and feelings concerning my worries. And I'm someone I pray about things. And I pray to God to help me through these things. And what I realized through my journaling was I really wasn't giving the problems over to Him. I was keeping them bottled inside. And by realizing that, I said, I need to release these worries. If they're inside me, one, I write them out in the journal to get them out of my mind. But the other thing is, I don't worry about them anymore and realize I've given them to God. And once I started realizing that, the pages in this journal changed. I had a lot more positive attitude. The weight of the world seemed to be lifted off of my shoulders because I didn't have all of this worry in my life, or as much as I had in the past. Consider this when you are thinking about your life and how journaling might be able to help you. When you look at journaling, people throughout history have journaled. Presidents, people that have lived through horrible things. Then when you look at how much it costs, pennies. There's no reason why you couldn't buy a journal and write in one. Plus, the benefits of working on what's going on in your mind, getting those thoughts and emotions out on paper and working through them. Journaling has worked wonders in my life. It's been a fantastic journey. Consider it in your lives. Mr. Toastmaster.
Okay, take a look at